It's the Drizzy and Morgan show.
When Jay-Z speaks, the entire world stops and listens. But according to Andrew Schulz, the most surprising part wasn't what Hov said during the Roots Picnic freestyle. It was the fact that he said anything at all. Because for years, Jay-Z has operated above the noise. So what made one rap's most untouchable figures finally respond? Let's get into it, people. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dons and donuts everywhere, it's one half of the Drizzy and Morgan show. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's check out the man them on the Brilliant Idiots this week, talking about the Roots Picnic Jay-Z freestyle. See what their opinions is. Let's go.
What do you think of it?
I was really surprised.
At what?
He just seems so above all of this.
Never. You don't know Jay-Z then.
No. I don't know him personally, obviously.
No, I'm just talking about musically.
Sure. I guess what I'm just trying to say is like, Jay is, running the fucking Super Bowl halftime show. He's a billionaire. He's, it's like.
He's still a rapper?
I know.
He's retired like 5 times.
I know. I guess what I'm saying is
once.
Seeing him address these things was surprising to me because I thought that he was at a stage where he's no longer interacting with stuff. It's almost like when you see Elon Musk like getting into like Twitter beefs, you're like, Elon, you're creating like a global satellite system with rockets that land.
But that's always been Elon's. When has Elon not done that?
I know. Yeah. I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. I'm just saying what was surprising to me about it.
Who told y'all Jay-Z was Muslim?
It's interesting because, listen, on one hand, I do hear what Andrew Schulz is saying because Jay-Z has been such a large entity in the culture for years. He's very powerful and he's considered one of the best to ever do it, in my opinion, as a whole venture. But what I don't get is people not understanding is that he's still a human being. Like, yeah, there's times when you should rise above things. Think about all the things friends have said to you, your significant other has said to you, or critics have said to you. Maybe online, if you're a content creator, people always talking about you online. And at times, yes, rising above it is important because if you let certain things get into your psyche, it can throw you off your game and it can distract you from what is at hand and what you need to do going forward. But also, when people keep prodding you,
Pause.
When people keep disrespecting you, talking on your name like you're any don, speaking on your children, your kids. I have a child and I know a lot of you watching have children too. What would it feel like if someone just kept on disrespecting your youths, talking on your children? It doesn't matter how much money you have. There is going to be a point when you're not having it. And people need to be addressed or approached. So it's like, yes, Jay-Z is a billionaire and he has a lot of dealings in different parts of the culture, in different parts of business. But when it comes down to rapping, he's still active, clearly. And this is his anniversary. What would it be if he didn't address some of these dons and donettes? It's crazy. So I understand Andrew's take on it. If you're like me and you've grown up listening to Jay-Z, Jay-Z's always been, you know what, cool. I heard that and I will address it in due course.
Like, who told y'all Jay-Z got
Because he's ignored.
saved?
They've said so much stuff about Jay-Z already.
That's been his whole life. You know what would have surprised me? If Jay-Z was sitting in a podcast somewhere doing that shit. If Jay-Z was sitting in front of a camera addressing all of those people.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me all of these people can get on these podcasts, get on their YouTube streams, say what they want about him. Rappers can say what they want about him in rhymes. Other rappers like Nicki can get on and say about shit like what they want on social media. But he's at a concert.
Yeah.
It's the 30-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. Yep. 25-year anniversary of The Blueprint. So he decides to be outside. And he's doing what he always does, performing, and then stops and does an acapella freestyle. Jay does this historically. I can name numerous amounts of times where he's done exactly that and addressed whatever he felt like addressing now. This man don't say nothing for years, but all of these other people can say however they want to say things in the way they can say them. He does it through his art, and we're upset.
Charlemagne's keeping it a buck because I think the last time we heard Jay-Z go on stage, I might be wrong, was a B-side concert where he was speaking on a lot of things in the game that was irritating him. And that's what Jay-Z does. Rappers rap. The rappers I respect, they rap. They don't go and talk. They don't go and sit on the interview and chat and yap. They don't go on podcasts. They do their jobs. Listen, guys, I've had enough of you lot talking to me. I'm outside and I got some stuff to say.
But wait, who's
the problem?
Who's upset? Was anybody upset?
It seemed like it's like we like to say it's surprising how one verse can fuck up the game. It seemed like that one verse really got everybody in a tizzy, but I'm like,
everybody's in a tizzy.
It's facts. It's facts. It's not facts. These facts are not facts.
You see this new space with hip hop and opinions and fan base think pieces and stuff. Some of them need to bun up. It's like Hove comes out and addresses how he feels about things, and people can't handle it, especially them OVO fans. Them OVO fans, bun them up.
Yo, he hasn't said anything. Can this man reply one time?
No, he could do whatever he wants. He's a free American. Like, he can say whatever you want. To me, I was just like, I was just surprised by like the level that he's operating at to be going back and forth.
So at what point, that's a great comment. This is a great comment. At what point are you above it all? Or are you ever above it all? What if
maybe not.
Maybe not. Sometimes you want to address some shit.
Yeah.
I just address some shit.
And
people might be like, "Oh, you above that? Why?"
But did you like the freestyle itself?
Yes, very much so. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But it's different for me because I am what you would call a Hovenger. Okay, I am a Jay-Z connoisseur.
Right.
And I've been a Jay-Z connoisseur for a long time. I didn't like Jay-Z in the beginning. I was a Wu-Tang, J-Rue the Damager, Mobb Deep. That's who I loved. When my guy Booby came around talking about this Jay-Z guy and this Reasonable Doubt, and I saw the suits and the Can't Knock the Hustle, turn that off. I don't want to hear that.
That's not real rap.
That's not real rap. Where the boom bap, the shoe sticks and the boots and the denim shorts. Okay, I want the Timberlands with the denim shorts in the summertime and the shoe sticks. That's what I was into, right? I'm still into it.
I'm somewhat in the same space as Charlemagne when it comes to my entry into hip hop. But the difference is my dad used to play Big Daddy Kane records as a kid. My dad used to play them, and I didn't know what hip hop. I didn't know what hip hop was at the time. It was just an energy and it was a vibe. And then when I went to high school, NWA came out, and I was like, "Holy moly, guacamole! These men are tearing into Popo. These men are saying, fuck the police." I couldn't believe it, brother. I was shocked. And imagine being that young, knowing who the police are and hearing a rap group outlandishly just disrespecting them. And then when you get older, you understand why. But at the time, NWA. And then, similar to Charlemagne, it was Wu all day long. Wu-Tang Clan all day long. Then Big, rest in peace. And then understanding Big's lane, Hove was just like the next one up. And ever since then, it's always been Jay, man.
Jay-Z had 2 albums out and the Screechers Watching soundtrack and played Reasonable Doubt from start to finish. And I'm like, damn.
It's nasty.
And then he went into Screechers Watching, just that song. And I'm like, yo, I really been asleep. On Jay motherfucking Jay-Z. This, by the way, this might have been like 98. So Jay came out in 96. I didn't start getting into Jay till about 98.
If you know, you know. I think when when Jay-Z was putting out his second album in my lifetime, where during the campaign of the album, he was somewhere in the Bahamas somewhere, and he was telling people he was retiring.
I'm reach out to collaborate because this being my last album, you know, I want to really collaborate with all the people
Go buy.
His second album, he told people he was retiring, and everybody was losing their minds. It's like, what? Hold on a minute, you just got it and you're retiring. That was cold marketing, Jay. I love that. Even on the Black album, he did it. People might know. If you know, you know.
Right? My first concert I ever went to was the Hard Knock Life Tour, North Charleston Coliseum. That was the first concert I personally ever went to. Jay-Z, DMX, Method Man, and Redman. When Jay-Z came out on that stage and Jay-Z said, "Why you looking at my roll? Ice, bending up my sleeve," and the light hit his watch in some way that it looked like it was some type of effect that lit up the arena, I was like, yo, that shit made me want to be in this business. So even though Ghostface is my favorite rapper of all time, Jay-Z's right there as like my 1B favorite rapper of all time. So when I'm listening to this freestyle, it's like watching a movie. It's like watching Marvel.
Interesting.
If you've never seen any Marvel movies, Doomsday might be a little tough for you when you go see it.
Yeah, but if you know all the characters and their storylines, you know this is a culminating event.
You know all the Easter eggs. You know what he means when he says this, that. So to me, I'm like, yo, that shit was dope.
Yeah. It's interesting that Charlemagne has said that. And now I'm just thinking, that's how I feel about Kendrick Lamar. It's like before the battle with him and Drake, I was a fan saying, oh, this is going to be a cakewalk for Kendrick. I knew it. I'm not going to lie to you and sit there and say in between the times, Push-Ups and the Taylor Made record was out, I was like, hold on, Kendrick, are you going to drop? I was asking, especially when days went on, I was like, yo, but me as a fan of Kendrick, listening to his whole entire catalog, listening to when he first came out, early days, it was a girl that introduced me to Kendrick Lamar. She put me on to Kendrick Lamar. Big her up. She knows who she is. And when I started listening to him from that point forward, I was just like, this guy's a killer. So then when the Drake battle happened with him, I was just like, yeah, bro, you picked the wrong one. I just knew. And I say that to say, if you've been following Jay-Z's career from day one, you're not surprised about this. And that's why I don't understand certain man's takes. Schulz, he knows what's going on. He's from New York. He knows what's going on. But it was Joe Budden's take, episode before last. And I was like, brother, what are you talking about? Like, Jay-Z raps, and he's always going to address things in his own time.
And it was slick. And it was just done at the right time. And I think that is what people don't understand in this reactionary society that we live in. We want people to react in real time. No, these people don't have no control over me. I'll react when I want to.
I want to react when it's best for me.
And I'll choose to react.
And then make an event
if I want to. Make an event out of it. Because when he says something,
it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
And it was crazy. It was all crazy. Over. I saw everybody react. I saw more reactions to it than I saw the actual rap. Hey, which is the kind of like internet economy we exist in.
Listen,
he's prolific, man.
He's prolific.
Listen, I wouldn't say it's like that's my favorite Jay verse. I wouldn't say that's my favorite Jay verse.
It's interesting. I think a lot of Jay's newer verses are a lot of my favorite Jay verses because of what you say. Because he's an older man now, and we've never seen this in hip hop. We've never seen somebody be this good for this long.
See what you did there, Charlemagne. When it comes to Jay-Z's verses, top verses, we got to go back. Like his more recent verses have been cold. Hov's never going to put out a dead verse, but we got to go back to early Jay for bars. In fact, I might have to do that, you know. If you're on that, people, maybe we should just do a verse off. Let me know what your favorite verse. Let me know what your favorite Jay-Z verse is of all time. Put it in the comments, and I might do some content on it. Just go back and just I just reel off verses, bro, because whew, Jay-Z's always been on a level above.
When I think of like
J-Line.
What's Free verse on Meek Mill, never seen it. When you hear Jay's What's Free verse, so when you hear Jay-Z's God
prolific.
Did verse, it's like he's giving you updates on where he is in his life. We haven't heard nothing since 444.
He's prolific. I would just say like this specific one. I was like, yeah, it's interesting to see him comment on people that I would think like don't even like reach his radar. It was also very cool in that you go, oh, he's a human being. Like he's still an artist. Like he's still somebody affected by the things that people say.
I think he's a person that is aware of everything but acknowledges nothing until he chooses to.
Sure, but
That's
like
what I think.
The fact that he's even aware and thinking about it is like there's like a humanity in it.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes we think of these big, superstars and we're like, they ain't even like us. They're not even worried about what people think. It's like, no, he's probably still in the comments too.
Absolutely, man.
Jay-Z is clearly still grounded as an individual. He's a family man. He's married. He has kids. I think B's got another one on the way. So what do you think he's doing when he's sitting at home nursing the youths, or do you know what I mean? Like just running around in his yard. He's hearing what people are saying online. He clocks everything.
But was it your favorite Jay verse? Because that's some of the other criticism.
No, I don't think. No, it's too new to say it's my favorite Jay verse. But like over a beat.
That's the other thing. Is like I feel like if what I've seen a little bit of discourse online is like if you didn't say it's the hottest shit, you're like, oh, you hate, and I'm like, no. This is Jay-Z. Like if I go over like the breadth of raps that he's had throughout his career, like this is not going to be my favorite one. It's wild to see him address this shit.
I'll tell you this. He knows. This is why I like the verse. He understands where he's at in 2026.
Tell me.
Because he knows it's not necessarily about the verse. It's about the
what
conversation.
He's saying. Yes.
It's about the conversation that is going to come from these verses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let me put some.
Do you think this is just a jab?
This is a rollout. This is a rollout. Now, whether you believe Jay-Z's got an album on the way, he's got concerts on the way, and he's making as much noise as possible. And that shit's working right now because that's all we've been talking about all week.
I don't even think it's a jab. It's just like, yo, y'all been talking about me telling your side of the story.
Well, here we go.
Now let me tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let me tell you how I feel. But
didn't he have a line? A wise man told me not to argue with fools.
I don't think he's arguing. It's not a back and forth.
Well,
Arguments are going back and forth with people. This isn't an argument.
You think Drake's gonna respond?
This is a statement. He's already and everybody keeps saying this. Drake gonna respond. Drake did 5 references to him on Iceman.
All right, maybe I'm an absolute fool. What was the shot at Drake?
Yeah. Schulz podding. No problem, Schulz. I know you're podding. I've been watching Brilliant Idiots for forever. No problem, Schulz. You know. In conclusion, people, Hove back outside addressing people. He's not going to get in the back and forth. He's just going to say what he says what he needs to say. Let the people who he's addressing know I'm onto you. So if I see Kanye West, if I buck Kanye West, yeah. If I run into you, Kanye, yeah, be on your Dean, mate. Yeah. Nicki, I see the MAGA thing with Nicki. She's all over the gaff. Her husband all over the gaff. Donnie can't even pick up his utes and that. That's different, brother. Ain't her brother a PDF? I don't know why half of these people even talk. Like, if you got family members that are on this nastiness, you shouldn't even chat. But people are just brave, man. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, people. Tell me what you think about Andrew Schulz, what Andrew Schulz said about Jay. Do you think he should have addressed anybody, or should you just kept quiet? Let me know, people.